What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy Neal and
Mackenzie.
Back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the truth about living in Australia from an American's point of view. Before we jump into this, make sure you subscribe, ring notification, get a video a thumbs up, and if any of you in the land down under want a cup, a customized cup with a design of your choosing, or my girl got plenty of designs, hey, this is my girlfriend business. I'll be putting her social media as well as her email down in the description section. If y'all want a cup, hit her up. Point blank period. You see how that rhymes? That's your new slogan. If you want a cup, hit her up. I'm cold. Before we jump in, I already told y'all subscribe. We're going to go ahead and pop right in.
And I remember riding my bike and I was thinking, I wonder if this can get any worse. And the next thing I knew, this foot just flew past my head. And apparently some guy driving past me stuck his foot out the window, his whole leg. And it was, I don't know if he was trying to kick me in the head as he went by or something, but that's what it seemed like. I'm not sure if he thought that through though, because I would probably hurt him pretty bad as well. I don't think I ever...
Why in the world?
That's weird.
He said he riding his bike and he felt the foot fly by his head. I would have been like, yeah, hey, take me back home.
I said we gotta go hands.
That probably would have hurt that dude's foot much more though. Driving, depending on how fast they were driving, him reaching his foot out to kick this dude, like that would have hurt. But hey,
yeah, but if he would have fell and skinned some skin, that would have hurt.
That's just a weird scenario, dog. Like I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Never went in a house that had a basement in Australia. The houses seem really, really expensive. There'd be a house very average size, but because of the location or because of it being in Sydney, it would be close to $1 million or even over $1 million. The roads in Sydney are really, really interesting. I felt like I was in traffic a lot. It seems like sometimes that they put the buildings in first and then realized, oh, we got to put roads in. So they just tossed them in on top. And so you've got all these different kinds of roads, and some of them are dead ends. Some of them twist in interesting ways that I've never seen before. But it was definitely a learning experience. Not only do you drive...
I feel like because Sydney, or not Sydney, but Australia has really good public transportation, they may not have to do like as many roads as the U.S. or worry about roads as much. Whereas over here, if you don't have a car, you ain't getting nowhere. So they got the roads got to be able to lead to everywhere.
Drive on the wrong side of the road, wrong side of the car, but the roads are very narrow and they've got some interesting curves to them. Time for Thai restaurant. Thai food. It was the best restaurant of my life. It's really diverse and the food's the same way. In my first area, obviously, I had to learn how to use chopsticks. So that was new. I'd never used them before in my life.
You know how to use chopsticks?
I've never had to use them.
I've tried. Have you tried? I tried, bro. It's so hard, bro. I said, give me that fork. I'm not playing with this.
I'm not playing with this.
I'm not going to sit here and do this. Give me the fork. It's so difficult.
My second area, there was a lot of islander food. They like to feed you a lot, so it's easy to gain weight in an area like that. I remember eating jellyfish tentacles once. That was interesting. Kind of like chewing on rubber bands with flavor.
You eat some jellyfish tentacles?
No.
I'd be willing to take a bite. I'd try some jellyfish tentacles. I don't know if I eat the whole thing, but I'll try it.
I'm just very picky.
Yeah. But when sometimes she tries stuff and she's like, oh, I do like that.
Yeah, so I'm starting to eat more things because of him.
Yeah. But I'm willing to try almost anything. I mean, I don't say anything because there's some stuff I've seen that, no, I'm just not going to try. Like when we watched them Australians traveling, or not Americans traveling around, and what was they eating? Chicken feet?
Yeah.
I'm not trying no chicken feet.
Just not doing it. That's a whole foot.
Can't do that.
But you gonna eat some tentacles.
But I eat some tentacles. Cause feet, nah.
That is they feet though.
Nah, but they look different. I don't know. I don't know. I don't eat no animal feet. But tentacle is like a whole leg type. Cause not a foot. It's like, it's a tentacle.
See, I feel like it's really hard for me to eat like. I think that's why I don't eat meat a whole lot. Because it's like in my mind, I start thinking about like what part.
Yeah.
Especially like chicken, like fried chicken.
Love fried chicken.
Like I just ate some the other day with you, but like I feel like in my mind, I start thinking about it. Cause she'd be like, you want a thigh? You want a breast? You want a? And I'm like, No, I don't want that no more.
Just because of that?
Yes, no, I'm just thinking like that's a whole body part.
That's what you eat. A thigh, a breast. What's chicken strips? You eat chicken nuggets?
Yeah, but I don't have to worry about what part it is. It don't look like a body part. It just
Look like a nugget?
yeah.
You a weirdo. You a weirdo.
Flavor. That's what it felt like. They had an interesting sort of cake that was called pavlova. I've never seen anything like it before. If you were,
I think they fight with New Zealand over who invented the pavlova, Australia or New Zealand, something like that.
to make a cake out of cotton candy, in my opinion, it would be kind of like that. And they also have meat pies a lot. They have pies and they put meat inside of them, all different kinds. Really good. And if you ever get the chance to try a Tim Tam, their little chocolate biscuit that they have, those are the best things. So good. It was hard for you to get a response if you'd say, "Hey, how are you?" in American accent, or "How are you doing?" on the street. But if you say, "Hey,"
How you gotta say it? How you gotta say it?
How you going?
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 "How you going?" or even how you going, mate, right? They would answer usually. One thing I noticed in Sydney was they're very laid back. You know, there's a lot of stressful things that we encounter in life, but one of the things that they would always like to say is, you know, should be all right. Should be okay. And they just keep going.
She'll be right. Hey, know what I'm saying? Kind of like Hakuna Matata. You do what you can in life, and sometimes things out of your control. Don't stress about things that you cannot control. Don't let it get you down. Do everything you can, and at that point, you can be happy with yourself. I feel like you can live with no regrets because you've done everything possible. So at that point, sometimes things just ain't in your hands. And she'll be right. I like that Australian. She'll be right. Things are going to be okay.
Going, and they just be relaxed about it. And they really like that about us, a person as well. If they can go in there and they can talk with them on the street in a relaxed way, like friend to friend. If you go up to them all tense, then they're kind of like, "What's your deal? Just calm down." Life is about being calm. So that's something I admired about their culture. They just pretty much expect people to be courteous, generally speaking. I noticed driving in Australia, people were really, really fair on the roads. They want you to wave and say thank you, you know, but they let you in when you need to get in. They let you out when you need to get out. Australia Day, that was a different holiday. Not used to having that. But they're very patriotic on that day. Sydney's a really unique and I think it's a really beautiful city, really nice. Their beaches are something that a lot of people really, really like. You'll see a lot of families that just immediately go straight to the beach right after work or school, and they'll stay there till the end of the day. And the next day they'll go to work and they'll do the same thing the next day. They love it. There's cool buildings, the Opera House. You get to see that on Finding Nemo, and the fish pops up out of the water.
Hey.
That one's a cool one to walk by. Hyde Park in the city is a nice big park that they have there. Sydney's a pretty safe place. They are generally really nice people. I mean, the only person that ever tried to take anything from me, trying to rob me, and I didn't even know it. So I don't think that there's very much of a threat there as far as crime goes. Of course, you have some areas where it's worse, some areas where it's better. There's a lot of trains, a lot of buses, and there's a place called Coffs Harbour. It's very, very, very beautiful. Definitely have a lot of different phrases that they use that are hard to get used to. Instead of saying "how you doing" a lot, they go down the road and say "how you going." Sometimes it throw you off a little bit. You're not sure what they're asking. They say heaps when they want to say a lot. So they say, "I just had heaps of food today, so I'm full." They call the trunk of a car a boot. They call the hood a bonnet. Instead of windshield, it's windscreen. So there's just a few things like that that you have to be aware of. There's some people that live out in the bush that have a little bit of a stronger accent. It's just more of a strong accent, I would say. A lot of the times for meal time, they call it tea time, which is kind of random. We're not having tea or anything, but it's just kind of what they do. I'm just so grateful for everything that I learned with you. And I'm grateful for the people that you are. I have a lot of faith and a lot of confidence in all of you, and pray that we'll be able to continue to be good friends.
We're going to come out there and experience all this for ourselves at some point.
Yes.
You feel me? We'll start where? In Sydney. I think that's the most expensive part of Australia.
Yeah.
Actually.
He seemed very nice.
Right? You see, dog, they're all missionaries on this channel.
He kind of gave me like a Matthew McConaughey vibe.
I didn't get that vibe.
Really? I did.
Not Matthew McConaughey, dog.
I did.
I got a nice guy. vibe.
Matthew McConaughey's nice.
He is, but
I meant like
he
I
got
don't
a
know.
different type of
I kind
vibe.
of heard like it. I kind of heard it in the voice a little.
A little bit. I can hear what you was talking about. Yeah, heard a little bit, but still, not giving him a Matthew McConaughey vibe. You feel me? But you got anything left to say?
Nope.
Australia, we be coming at some point. Hopefully this year, if a miracle happens and our bank accounts grew very big, come this year. It'll be cool, fun to get out there, see you guys. Hopefully someone on the street just recognizes us. That'd be my dream come true. Mark that off my bucket list.
Yeah, it would really, really make his life.
That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, and we out.